Hello, I'm Dr. Andrea Oliver, Professor of U.S. History for AMH 2020, and I am the instructor of record for the class that you've enrolled in. As you may have already heard by now, the college has made the decision to close the campus and cancel all classes due to the threat of severe weather threatening our area on tomorrow, Tuesday, January the 9th. As that would have been our first class meeting, I customarily review the syllabus and give a brief orientation to the Canvas site that accompanies this class. So since we're not going to be meeting tomorrow, I've instead put together a brief video that will explain or do the exact same thing that we would have done in our face-to-face first class meeting of tomorrow. As far as I know, classes will resume on Wednesday, which means that we will be meeting on Thursday, January the 11th. So I look forward to meeting each and every one of you then. Class meets in HSS 119 starting at 9:30. And it is my hope that I will see you on Thursday, January the 11th at 9:30 in HSS 119. Please review the video and come prepared with any questions you might have when we meet on Thursday. Stay safe and stay dry. See you all then. So as you can see, this is the Canvas presence for the class that you're enrolled in. Note that it says that you are in section 21. And you can access the syllabus by clicking on the link labeled Simple Syllabus. From here, it shows you the days and times that this class meets, as well as the location of our course. My office is located in the same building that the class is held in, which is the HSS building, room 243. Office hours, if you want to make a note, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, my office hours are from 11:30 to 11 o'clock, or excuse me, from 8:30 to 11 o'clock, and again from 12:30 to 1:30. That's 8:30 to 11, and again from 12:30 to 1:30. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll be in my office from 8:30 to 9:15, right before this class meets. And again, from 11 to 1:30. So that's every Tuesday and Thursday. That's when my office hours will be. Here, it shows the textbook that you will be needing for the class. We use Volume 2, the 12th edition, the brief edition, the 12th edition, or the brief version, I should say, Volume 2. The cover art may look slightly different than the cover art that you see pictured here, so don't get freaked out about that. Just make sure that the book that you're purchasing has the same ISBN number that is shown here, and that you are in fact purchasing the 12th edition brief version, Volume 2. Volume 2 contains chapters 14 through 30. If you scroll down further here, you'll note that this is the course outline. And here it shows that the content that we will be studying in this class this semester, it lists by unit. I've broken the content up into 3 units. And you'll see that under each unit of study, the topics that will be covered in that particular unit of study. We will start in chapter 15, which discusses the Reconstruction era. First unit of study covers content information from chapters 15 through 19. Then unit 2, chapters 20 through 23. And unit 3, chapters 24 through 30, as well as the topics that each one of those units will cover or will include. Here you'll notice how your grade is going to be broken down. There are 3 unit exams. Each one will be worth 15% of your grade for a total of 45% of your grade for all three exams. Each chapter has reading quizzes, so there'll be 25% drawn from that. There will also be quizzes on supplemental readings, which I will be discussing more when we get to the module section of the Canvas site. More on that later, but that will fall under the heading of reading quizzes. And then something called the History Alive project. That will be worth 30% of your grade. I will be doing a more formal assignment and explanation about the History Alive project, probably around the fourth week of the semester. So just know that that is going to be the major assignment that you will be responsible for in the class this semester. And that you can look forward to hearing more information about that at a later date. But that assignment and all the associated activities that will go into that assignment together will be worth 30% of your grade. All tests will have a 1-week administration window in Canvas. So there will be no in-class tests that will be administered. However, those tests will be password protected. And only those who attend class on the day that the password is divulged will get access to the password and thus the tests. Now, the password protection will only apply to the unit exams. They won't apply to the quizzes, which are also housed in Canvas. Those you won't need a password to access. This only applies to the unit exams, and the passwords will only be given during one specific point in time during class. And that I typically will announce the class before the day that the passwords will be given. I won't be emailing passwords. You won't be able to ask your neighbor or a fellow student what the password is. You need to be in class to get the password so that you can take those tests that will be in Canvas. Because those tests are in Canvas, they will be open note and they will be open book. You'll have 2 hours to take them. I do not recommend that you go into those exams without any preparation at all. You'll be surprised how quickly 2 hours goes. If you are searching for every single answer that you will be expected to provide on the tests. So you do still need to study, even though there'll be open note and open book. There is no final exam in this class. The History Alive project will probably be the closest thing to a cumulative assessment that you'll have in the class. The last unit exam will be available partially during what's traditionally finals week here at TCC. And again, those schedules will be shared with you the closer to the time comes for when those tests will be opened. Here's the grading scale. It's the standard grading scale. You might be interested to know that I do round up. So if your numeric average at the end of the semester ends up being something like 89.6, that would round up to an A. Likewise, if you ended up with the 79.8, that would round up to a B. So the 10th, the number that's in the 10th place, the first number after that decimal point, does need to be 5 or higher in order to be the beneficiary of a roundup. So if you end up with an 89.2, that wouldn't round up, but an 89.5 would. So tips for success in the class, there's really no secret. Just come to class and take good notes when you're here. Don't zone out and be on your device. I used to be a whole lot stricter about device usage than I have as of late. I will just say to you that I do make mental notes of those who have their headphones on or who seem to be doing social media scrolling while class is going on. And I will be less inclined to help those individuals at the end of the semester if they find themselves in need of a point or two to get them to, let's say, the next grade level. If you're somebody that texts or was on social media, was not paying attention, did not have good attendance, your attendance was sporadic, I can pretty much tell you that I'm going to be less inclined to work with you than somebody who did all the right things and maybe came just a little short. So that's just something to bear in mind. The rest of what's included in the syllabus, other than, let's see here. Yeah. The rest of what's included in the syllabus, I will leave for you to review at your leisure. A lot of it is, standard language that we're all required to include in our syllabi, regardless of the class that you take here at the college. So you can avail yourself to those statements regarding your rights as a student to do such things as audio record and things of that nature. All right, moving on. By clicking on the modules link, you will then be taken to this part of Canvas. It was mentioned in the syllabus that all lecture outlines are housed in Canvas. This is the area in Canvas where all of the outlines for all of the lectures that I will be delivering this semester are housed. So what you will want to do, starting with the lecture that we will be doing on this coming Thursday, is you will want to go here, pull up the outlines. Outlines, you still do need to come to class because these are just outlines after all. They're not the complete set of notes. So let's be clear about that. But you will want to come here and pull up the outline. So for example, this is the first outline for the lecture that we will be doing on Thursday, though it says here chapter 16. The content actually will be coming from chapter 15. So that's, an example of something you would want to make a note of in class. But if you download this outline, what you then can do in class is it can free you up to listen more intently to the content and the information that is being delivered. The deeper explanations that accompany what you see in the outlines is what I would be expecting you to take notes on. So all of the outlines for all of the lessons divided by the units of study are housed under the modules portal. If you continue to scroll down, here you will see supplemental reading. So throughout the course of the semester, in each unit of study, there will be at least 3 sets of supplemental readings that you will be asked to do. This is in addition to the content reading that you will need to do in your textbook. This is primary source documentation. And with regards to, let's say, the first one here, you will really want to read some of the accompanying information that goes along with the readings because we will be doing class-based discussions based on the readings that you will have been asked to do. So this first reading here that you're looking at, and I'll make mention of this in class on Thursday. Initially, I was going to have you read this for Thursday's class, but due to the unexpected class cancellation, this will be a reading that we will be talking about in Tuesday's class now, as in next Tuesday. So you're going to have a week to negotiate the information that's posted here. Watch the video. It's about a 5-minute long video there. And to avail yourself to the readings here. There will also be an accountability quiz. Note that it says that here. Be prepared to discuss and take an accountability quiz on what you read. The accountability quizzes will be administered in class. Okay, so this first accountability quiz will be next Tuesday, and the accountability quiz will cover the introductory information that's found here, as well as the readings and the video as well. Okay. That will come under the category of reading quizzes, chapter reading quizzes. And again, collectively, those quizzes together will make up 25% of your grade. So these are things that you want to take very seriously. Again, I'll make mention of this again in class on Thursday, but there'll be other supplemental readings that will accompany the content that we will be studying over the course of this semester. And again, I've taken the liberty of breaking those supplemental readings up by units of study as well. So the modules is where you will find the lecture outlines as well as the supplemental readings. Under the assignments portal, if you click on that link, you will see here all of the upcoming assignments that are listed, including some that technically have not been made available for you to open yet. That will be updated as the semester goes along. But this will be the page where if there's any kind of writing assignment of any kind, that you will be submitting those assignments here in Canvas. There won't be any online discussions that you'll be asked to participate in. In fact, you may not even see this button come Thursday. I'll make some adjustments in the settings there. Quizzes, this is where all of the reading quizzes, with the exception of some of the accountability quizzes that I've already made mention of, this is also where you will find the unit exams as well. So those unit exams will be open on a specific date. They will close on a specific date. Usually you will be given a week with which to work on those tests. The first unit exam will open the first full week of February. So again, you will be that will be announced repeatedly between now and then. So just make sure that you're paying close attention to all of that. That is it as far as the tour of Canvas is concerned. And that is it so far as your course orientation is concerned. This is what I would have been doing in class with you if we were meeting on tomorrow. But because of the storm cancellation, consider this your course orientation, and it is something that will be made available to you or that you will have access to throughout the semester for your quick and ready reference in the event that there was something that I mentioned that you may have forgotten. Again, I look forward to seeing and meeting all of you on Thursday. Please stay safe with the dangerous weather that's approaching our area. And I look forward to seeing each of you on 9:30 Thursday morning in HSS 119.